heard from Monica Bravo on Bitcoin as Prometheus' quest for individuals and liberation. When we become Bitcoiners, we start to ask more questions. We start to seek for truths, and regardless of the financial aspect of things, the connectability is a magical thing. When we connect with ourselves, when we connect with other people, magic starts to happen. We transcend limits, we break boundaries in a literal sense, and when connectability happens with technology, what happens next? So in the next panel, we're gonna hear from Roland Bewick and Saunter from Alby Hub. They will be taking a deep dive with us in the present, past, and future of the technology of NWC and how this technology is empowering companies, organizations, initiatives in Bitcoin like Alby, building the connectivity and the superpower with apps and have them talk to each other, creating a joint future that's brighter, better, faster, cheaper, and stronger. Welcome.
Hey guys, nice to have you here. So I'm Saunter, I'm a UX designer at Alby. This is Roland, developer at Alby. And we're gonna tell you about superpowers that are possible on Bitcoin today and that are brought to Bitcoin thanks to Nostr Wallet Connect. And we're also gonna introduce Alby Hub, which is a Lightning wallet built with those superpowers in it. So let's start. So there is this quite famous quote from Andreas Antonopoulos. When you have programmable money, the possibilities are truly endless. And he said it, I think, around 2011. And this quote brought this promise that Bitcoin can do some more stuff than fiat rails, than fiat money, right? Because it's programmable, we can do things that seemed impossible or seemed impossible before. But then fast forward to 2024, and most of us still just pay, send, and receive Bitcoin with our mobile wallets. And we're far away from doing this more interactive, innovative, or programmable payments. But thankfully, Nostr Wallet Connect is here to rescue the innovative stuff with Bitcoin. But let's first start with the problem of using Bitcoin in apps. So the problem is Bitcoin apps most of the time today work like closed systems. So if you have a user that wants to use Bitcoin in an app, they usually need to create an account in that app, create identity, and create a wallet. The wallets are usually custodial, but it's not only one custodial wallet. You need to, if you want to use Bitcoin in another app, you need to again create an account, identity, and a wallet, and again, and again. So for each app the user wants to use Bitcoin with, you have to have X different accounts, X different identities, and X different wallets. But you know, there are some solutions that Bitcoiners were working on to solve this problem, or just at least make it more how it should be. So here's the brief overview of those technologies. I mean, the first one is just Web2 OAuth flow, which is just using a custodial wallet to log into apps with your email and password. So you can know it from ZBD, or you could know it with Alby custodial wallet we have. But yeah, this is the closed system I mentioned, and it's custodial, and each app developer needs to opt into that closed system to let the users use Bitcoin in their app. There is LN URL auth, but this is actually just identity. So you can use your Lightning wallet to log into apps, but the payment part is not at all integrated. So you still need to pay invoices separately. The wallet is just used as an identifier identity. And there is WebLN, which is used by Alby extension if you ever used it. So WebLN allows for communicating between the wallet in the extension and websites. And it actually provides really good UX because you can set certain budgets that the website you can pay on a website without any confirmation, right? Without any scanning QR codes. You just click on the website, for example, zap someone, the payment goes, it's very smooth. So it was an improvement, but it only works on web browsers, which is problematic on mobiles because there's not all mobile browsers support browser extensions, and it doesn't allow for this sustained connection that you cannot use the app without the extension. Basically, it doesn't allow for this continuous sustained connection between the app and the wallet. There is LNC, which is Lightning Node Connect, and it allows for this sustained connection. So when you connect with the app, with your Lightning node, the connection stays until the user consciously stops it. So it's a big improvement. It's actually quite similar to NWC, which I will explain in a minute. But it never really caught on. It never really got any adoption, and it's much harder. It probably because it's much more complex and harder to work with than NWC. So we believe the future of Bitcoin wallets and apps is integrated, meaning you have one wallet that will be able to connect to multiple apps. So you only need one wallet, you have one balance, you can use it in multiple apps. But also it's interoperable, meaning that the apps you can bring your own wallet. So there are many wallets that you can use simultaneously in the app, right? So the apps can accept a lot of different wallets. So the users can choose what wallet they want to use. So this is possible thanks to NWC, which is Nostr Wallet Connect, and it's an open protocol to connect Lightning wallets to apps. So similarly like LNC, it allows for the sustained interaction between wallets and apps. It leverages Nostr as a neutral coordination protocol. So the wallet and app use Nostr to communicate between each other. But what's important here, nor the app developer, they don't need to have like Nostr accounts or Nostr fees. Nostr is only used as a backend, as this communication layer. It allows for users to come with wallet of their choice to the app they want to use if the wallet has implemented NWC. What's really important is the user can set a specific time and budget limits for each connection. Because while connecting to apps, you allow the app to spend from your wallet basically, so it's important to set some limits. You can set, for example, 10,000 sats per day or 100,000 sats per month. You can also define how long the connection will last. If you want to just try an app, you can set it for 1 day, for example. And what's great about it, it works across all platforms and devices, right? So mobile wallets, websites, native apps, anything that has access to the internet, you can use Nostr Wallet Connect. And there's quite a lot of products already, quite a lot of wallets that support Nostr Wallet Connect, a lot of apps, especially social media apps, and quite a good developer tools and libraries support. There are some great tools for developers to integrate NWC. So shortly how it works. For it to work, you need to have both app and the wallet integrated the protocol. Then the wallet and the app exchange the information about which Nostr relay, which is like a small server, they will use to communicate between each other. So they exchange the secret about it. And then when the user is using the app and they want to pay someone in the app, what app does is it sends the request to pay this invoice to the Nostr relay, and the Nostr relay forwards it to the wallet, and then the wallet pays the invoice, right? So for the user, it's very similar. They just click pay or send, and their wallet sends the invoice, pays the invoice. So now it's time to show you some demos of the superpowers I promised to talk about. So we're going to show you some real videos from products of connecting to apps and then using them. So first superpower is NWC can make Zaps self-custodial. Again, I mean, I don't know if they were ever self-custodial, but it can make them self-custodial, definitely. Many of you may be seen this chart. So this is a chart of Zaps on Nostr, so Lightning payments on Nostr. And because it was kind of hard to get a Lightning address in a self-custodial manner, most of them, and also Zap payments were mostly used with custodial wallets. 95% of the payments are custodial, but here's an example of Alby Hub, which is self-custodial wallet, and I will be connecting to Damus, which is a Nostr client. I choose the budget, 1 million sats per month, and then I will scan this QR code with my Damus client. And the wallet is connected. And now I'm going to zap 1,000 sats, or just random posts. And the payments go through my node, self-custodial node, to those people. And I'm actually refreshing now the transaction list, so you'll see the payments that went through Damus, right? So the node even see through which connection the payments went. So I think it is our duty to make Zap self-custodial again, and I hope this 95% of custodial Zaps will go down. Another great power is if there's a software that is pluginable or extensionable, if you have any software that allows for like plugins or extensions, it can be a Bitcoin wallet. You can integrate payments with NWC thanks to it. Am I gonna show you a video of an extension I did for Raycast, which is an alternative to Spotlight on macOS. And I created this extension. I'm not a developer, so I don't know how to code. But with ChatGPT, in like 2 days, I created this extension and integrated NWC. And that's also a proof that NWC is super easy to work with. Like, if you are a developer, it's very easy. If you're not a developer, you can also do it. Yes, I did it. So here I'm going to connect to the extension, to the Raycast extension. I need to copy the secret, and I open the Raycast, open the extension, and here I paste the secret to connect. It's connected. You can see my balance. And I'm going to show you the payments. So paying the invoice, it reads the invoice from clipboard, and it's paid. And now I'll create an invoice. And I pay it from external wallet, just to show you it works. Another great thing, great superpower is, there are some bots on for Discord Lightning payments or for Telegram Lightning payments, and most of them, all of them so far were custodial. And there were some of the bots got sunset, and there were problems with users, withdrawing sats. But now we can make self-custodial bots. You can make a bot for Telegram or Discord that users can connect their own NWC wallets, and they can just zap with their own wallets. And one example here is a Zapbot from Make Prism company. Here I connect to Zapbot. I copy the pairing secret, I paste it here. You can put Lightning address so you can receive Zaps. And you define a default Zap amount. And then you can zap with this bot by using a bolt emoji, lightning bolt. And then it sends the default amount straight from my node. If the user has set lightning address, because you don't know that. I'm going to show you that the payments went through. Only 2 went through because only two people had lightning address set that I zapped, but they went through. Another great, unique thing you can do with NWC is you can program it in a way to do dozens, hundreds of thousands of transactions in one click, basically. And it also can be done with the same bot. So here, Bob is trying to zap 30 users with 21 sats, and he has connected Mutiny to this Discord bot. So now he just confirms that in Mutiny. Yeah, he approves all, and the payments are sent. So the bot communicates through Nostr with the Mutiny about this payment request. Another great thing which was not possible in self-custodial manner before are subscriptions, donations, and any kind of periodic payments. Now you can do it with Bitcoin. And here's an example of Flash. Flash is a service that allows for subscriptions. And you can connect many different wallets with NWC to Flash. You can set a subscription amount, so I choose 10,000 satoshis per month. I have a wallet connected already. And then I confirm and pay. Yeah, and the first payment went through. You can see it at the top. And then every month, automatically, 10,000 sats is withdrawn and sent to this project on Geyser. Thanks to NWC. And we have these great NGOs, Bitcoin NGOs that support Bitcoin developers, Bitcoin builders, and I would love to set my periodic donation to those with my Lightning nodes. I hope they will integrate NWC one day. Another great superpower is NWC allows to create unruggable POS terminals. So sometimes on events you share a wallet or a terminal with maybe someone hired for the event. Maybe they're not, you don't know these people. Maybe you don't trust them a bit, or they don't know much about Bitcoin. So NWC allows to create a connection that only can receive payments, for example, and not send them, right? So here is the POS, like a proof of concept POS we do, and I create a connection, but I authorize it only to create invoices, not to pay them. I paste the secret, and then there's a POS terminal that you can charge money to your node, but it cannot send out. There is a payment coming, yeah, okay. As with bots and extensions, if the game allows for modding or any kind of additional software, you can infuse it with Bitcoin, with self-custodial Bitcoin payments. And here's a game made by Roland where I connect my node, and each jump by the bird is 1 Satoshi payment from my node. You can see the balance from my node, and now each jump is 1 Satoshi payment. And now I'll show you the transaction list that really 1 Satoshi payment went. There's 1 Satoshi payment for each jump here. And the last superpower I want to talk about is with NWC you can basically onboard other people. You can basically create sub-wallets or sub-accounts for other people. Like basically each NWC connection can be a separate wallet for someone. So this is the so-called Uncle Jim model, where you as a node runner, maybe you can handle some liquidity management, but your family, not necessarily at the beginning will do this, right, or will be able to do this. So in this case, we have Uncle Jim with a node with an NWC. So he custodies the funds of his family. He does the channel management and the whole maintaining the node. But he can create, connections to his wife with unlimited budget, so she can buy tickets to fly to El Salvador. He can create connections to his children with 100 cents per month, so they can buy games or videos or go to a cinema. Or he can give 1 million sats a month to his dog to buy drugs in the darknet. And also those can use directly his balance, but also there is a special type of connection where each of those have a separate balance. So you need to deposit to that balance first to use them, right? So they have literally like a clean separate wallet without any limits, for example. So to end this part, I think this quote actually and this vision actually came true, right? So I think we really have programmable money. Yeah, we use Nostr, we use some other protocols like WebLN additionally to Bitcoin, but it really is programmable and the possibilities are truly endless. So I encourage you, especially if you're like product builders, to explore what NWC can bring to your users and to your products. But now, so we at Alby developed most of the protocol, NWC protocol, and I want to share you a bit of, Roland will share a bit of our path, how we ended up here, and how we basically betting on it, and how we built a Lightning wallet around it, focused with NWC in the center.
Hey, so a question we often get, what actually is Alby, right? That's the yellow bee, right? That's what people say. Is it a browser extension? Is it a Lightning wallet? But what actually we do is we want to accelerate using Bitcoin as the current currency of the internet and actually the world. We believe Bitcoin is the native currency of the world, and we want to see the world on a Bitcoin standard. So we build tools, products, and services, and we contribute to open source protocols. So right at the beginning, our probably most popular product is the Alby browser extension. And right from the beginning, that's 100% open source. It's self-custodial. And what it enables is you can go to any website that supports Lightning payments and you can do seamless payments. And back then, what you would do is you'd connect the extension to your own node. But then a lot of people couldn't actually run their own node. It was very difficult a few years ago. So this is why we introduced our shared node, which is basically an easy custodial service. And our idea there is to onboard as many people as possible, make it really easy to get started with Lightning and try it out, make your first payment, receive your first payment, see how powerful Bitcoin is, see what is possible with open source programmable money. But the downside, right, is that we custodied the funds, right? We are a trusted third party, and the whole idea of Bitcoin is it's money without a trusted third party. So a few years later, Nostr came out, and just like Bitcoin is you have the keys to your money, Nostr is you have the keys to your speech, right? No one can block you, no one can take you down. And with all these different Nostr clients, rather than being able to just send an empty like, a little heart, you can actually send money to people, to creators, directly from the consumer to the creator. And so we wanted to make a really easy way to zap people. Press one button and you would send a payment. You don't need to switch to a wallet, you don't need to scan a QR code, you don't need to copy a Lightning invoice. It has to be seamless. So this is how Nostr Wallet Connect started. But actually it's way more powerful than that. So from a simple experiment of just making payments, we expanded the Nostr Wallet Connect protocol to support all functionality that you would expect from a standard Lightning wallet. So during that time, we actually grew super fast. About a year ago, we hit 1 million monthly Bitcoin payments. And as you guys know, in the US, a lot of wallets shut down. The regulatory changes that are happening makes it very uncertain for businesses to build custodial products. So since we grew so fast, we really had to make the decision. Are we going to become more regulated? We'll continue to provide the custodial service, but have to do KYC on our users? Or can we go back to what Bitcoin really stands for and build a self-sovereign, self-custodial wallet? So this was actually not possible before Nostr Wallet Connect, and this is also one of the reasons why we built the Alby account with the custodial wallet. You can connect your wallet to different applications and do seamless payments. But with Nostr Wallet Connect, it's the first open protocol, and we build 100% open source, which means you do not need to trust Alby. You get the code, you can verify it yourself. Do not trust, verify. So over the years, Alby built a whole bunch of different features, and how do we actually move that to a self-custodial wallet? And this is the idea of Alby Hub. So it's a fully open source Lightning wallet that is NWC first. So all the functionality is about connecting all these different apps seamlessly to your wallet, all the apps that you use on a daily basis. So within Alby Hub itself, any application that supports Nostr Wallet Connect will be shown inside Alby Hub. You can easily connect to these different apps and customize the permissions and make payments. So you could give an application that you trust full access to your wallet, or like the POS that Jakob showed, you can just give read-only access, so you can only receive payments. And it's really cool. You can share that with co-workers, and you don't have to trust that they can spend the money you earn. So another thing is, because this is NWC first, any sort of action that occurs on your wallet actually was initiated from an app. And you, as the user, you can see exactly what's happening, what apps do what things, and you get really detailed information about your spending, about what you're doing within apps. And we're really going to build some awesome dashboards going forward. Another cool thing is, through Nostr Wallet Connect, you can run your node on one device, but any other device can easily, seamlessly connect. Just like Jakob said, his node is on the other side of the world, but he's walking through the conference and paying using Alby Go, which is basically a super simple app, kind of like Blink or Wallet of Satoshi, except it's connected to your own node, fully self-custodial.
Yeah, so here's the payment in Guatemala with my node from Warsaw. So my Alby Hub was in Warsaw on Umbrella device, and I'm paying with mobile wallet in Guatemala.
And another awesome thing about Alby Hub and Alby Go is that you can give Alby Go to your friends and family and connect them to your node. So they don't have to understand anything about Bitcoin or Lightning. You basically become the custodian. But rather than a few large businesses that are custodians that could get shut down at any time, you run the node, and you can make sure that your friends and family get a really nice initial experience to Bitcoin. And once they've earned some money, once they've made some experience making and receiving payments, then they can upgrade to run their own node when they're ready.
So yeah, this is the outlook of the current Alby ecosystem, you can say. So you have Alby Hub, which is on the center, and it's a node that preferably runs 24/7. And then you can connect it to browser extension to pay with it on the websites, on the web, where you can connect it to Alby Go and pay with it in the real world on meeting with merchants and paying directly merchants. Or you can connect Alby Hub directly to apps, right? So native apps, let's say. So basically to any environment, any device, any platform, if there are apps or software that accepts the connection, you can do it. So that's it. That was the superpowers that you can do with NWC and with Alby Hub. So if you have any questions, we have no time, so if there are any questions, just find us around and we can talk about this. There are some links here if you want.
Yo, man.
Thank you.
Hello. Yeah. Thank you. And every day we see more Bitcoiners join in the community, and it literally happens on a daily basis. We have more Bitcoiners, more tools to be used to fuel a better future for all of us. And as we start to have more Bitcoiners join us in the community, we want to find new ways to spend our Bitcoin. Right now we can buy food, drinks, little flowers to put on your finger, but what else you can buy? How else we can incentivize people to use Bitcoin in an entertaining way, make it fun, make it entertaining, and make it cool. And I had the chance to chat with our next speaker, James Purok from Bitcoin Prediction Market. He will share with us the cool initiatives he's working on, and it's the true definition of we need to put our money where our mouth is. And I won't spoil the mechanism and the great product